Hello, hello, hello. Here we are again for another almost live chat here on Paranormal Torch. And tonight we are discussing the Elizabethan house. Obviously, myself, Jack, and Lady Jamie went and investigated this place along with our friends from Shadow Paranormal back in March this year. And I thought it would be fantastic to bring in both Jack and Luke to gather their thoughts basically after the episodes have been out. So let's bring them in. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Here we are again. He's got his chin. What cup's that you've got there? What's that cup?
That is a Cornish pasty cup. From Cornwall, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, it has to be a certain way, doesn't it? As well, the way they sort of. Yeah, is that right? That's the dog. The dog's coming. Yeah, the way they sort of crimp around the fingers, and it has to be a certain way for a Cornish pasty. I haven't had a Cornish pasty in years. Do you like Cornish pasties, Jack?
Yeah, sometimes.
Jack's got a fantastic echo. Give us an evil laugh, Jack. Hey, man, it's got to be more like. That's it. Anyway. Yeah, that's it. We're not the right crew for you, are we? We're not the right sort of audience. So we went to the Elizabethan house, obviously, in Great Yarmouth. Now this place, Luke, had you ever heard of this place?
No, it's a really strange one because I'd obviously heard of the Toll House jail, which is literally next door to it, but the Elizabethan house was completely off my radar. Never heard of it before, and to be honest, I didn't even know it was there.
Yeah, it's definitely a little. I knew it was obviously having lived in Great Yarmouth. I knew of it because it used to be known as, I think, the old merchant's house a few years ago. So I think they might have just changed the name of it. If I'm wrong, we're going to get comments below now. Oh, that's not right. Do correct me, but I believe it was the old merchant's house. But yeah, it's a fantastic location, wasn't it? I mean, I was a bit concerned. Is it going to work with two teams? I mean, we're only small, wasn't it? There's only 6 of us in total, but the size of it, we did manage to sort of spread about.
Yeah, it's bigger than you think, really. And there's a lot of rooms there. It is quite a maze of rooms when you actually get there, but I think it was big enough that we could spread out to opposite ends of the building, and we didn't have any issues with contamination or anything like that. I think it was perfect in that sense.
So let's have a little recap on the trailer for the Elizabethan house. What was that?
I just caught something by the door.
Oh, hang on, he's gone. He's walked off. Oh, well done.
Yeah. That's the other side. That's on the wall.
That was yeah. I mean, we had quite a few little SLS captures on that place, but of course we had the REM pod as well. And I don't know about you, but I don't think we had too much K2 activity, anything like that.
No, we had a little bit on our tri-field EMF meter, but nothing on K2 while we were there, and that was only in one particular room as well.
Yeah, Jack, how did you find the Elizabethan house?
I mean, as always, I sort of focus on video, making sure everything's sort of perfect for that. But it was a good location. There was a couple of unexplained things.
Yeah, certainly when we were sitting on the stairs doing a joint video, you guys were hearing like bells or something ringing in the scullery area.
Yeah.
Did you? I think you went and investigated that, but couldn't find anything. And then
we heard. It sounded like 7 bells being rung because it sounded like a bunch of bells ringing. So me and James,
James,
yeah.
Got it right.
We went to investigate. You can't, where the bells are actually located, you can't ring them, you can't touch them, do whatever. And I obviously went to ask Stuart, who was there as well. He said they don't ring or they can't be operated, so couldn't explain it.
Yeah, we seem to have 2 of you on there, Jack. Hey, Luke, you still there?
Oh.
Yeah, somewhere.
I mean, he's decided to give Luke his own. There he is. That's it. Yeah, probably active speaker.
There he is.
Kicked in. But yeah, we're the world's not big enough for two Jacks, is it?
Exactly. One's enough.
Yeah. No. So I mean, I also found. I mean, you guys had the. Hopefully, some people might have gone over and checked out the Shadow Paranormal evidence. I know we talked about this on the previous video, but you guys caught that excellent shadow under the door, and we had a camera downstairs to prove that there was no one there. But yeah, that was a really good capture, Luke.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that until we were sort of able to validate, I mean, you said you weren't out there at the time, but actually being able to see that on camera that there was no one out there, or even downstairs that would have caused shadows around the light, or anything like that.
Yeah.
Really sort of surprised us at what we were getting there. And it happened multiple times as well. We had the shadows going under the door.
Yeah. Did you have any funny moments between your team?
Oh, yeah, plenty. Mostly just, tumbling over things and...
Yeah.
Just all sorts of things like that.
Over.
The classic investigation mishaps.
Yeah, falling over or hitting your head. I banged my head, as I previously said on the previous thing. When I banged my head at Really Doubtful. But I also had a bit of a funny moment when I started channeling a spirit of a book or something. Here's a little clip for you.
What's her name?
Why am I getting a lady Chatterley? Where's that coming from?
That's a book. That's a lady about a lady who enjoyed the company of younger men. It's true.
You speak with experience? That's the way she turned to look. She enjoys our company, Jack.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? I don't know what it's just suddenly shot in my head.
It
Lady Chat.
Yeah.
Maybe she's been here. Yeah, it just suddenly come into me. You know when you get a name come into your head? We're sitting in that was the downstairs room. As you go in the main entrance downstairs to the left, I just suddenly had this name come into my head, and I didn't realise because I don't read books. Yeah, I didn't realise that was what that was. And but yeah, it was definitely I thought I would just put that out there because obviously you always have these funny moments that get cut, don't you, from things. And yeah, it's yeah. What's your Luke? I know you've got some reservations on the SLS camera, the structured light sensor camera. I mean, I'm always sceptical on some of the things we catch up, but what do you think of it?
Again, I am on the fence with it. It's one of those ones I don't think I would ever say that you can rely on it 100%. And as you were while we were at the Elizabethan house, it's one of those, you get something on there, you need other things to enforce that what you picked up is something unusual. Certainly with some of the places that you picked up bigger, you later on had activity in those areas, which I found interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those ones that, like I say, I'm still very much on the fence with it. We haven't got one.
Well, I'm like that.
So, maybe it's one of those things that if I had one and sort of put it through its paces and tried it out a lot, I might sort of be more encouraged that there's something to it. But I think, the fact you were able to sort of validate it with things later on of where you caught figures sort of lends more credibility.
Yeah, because you guys were off having a bit of fun with some dressing up, wasn't you? Well, you Jack, James, and Sophie were. Jack decided to go and get wedded in a bride dress. So I think, that was quite a. I think you might have a clip of that.
And there's plenty of pictures of that as well.
You've got a clip of that, haven't you, Luke? If you
I think I have,
and we'll superimpose that over the top of this now. Look at it.
Occupied. Right.
What's the
It
point?
doesn't matter that way, no. It's just obviously
I don't know what Sophie's supposed to be.
up the stairs.
I suppose I thought it'd be James as the bride.
That's it.
I already wore the apron.
All the way up. Keep going.
You work,
That's it. Thank you, guys. Looking nice.
We got the wedding photos at the top of the stairs.
While we was doing that, so we did explain to Jack about this situation, about this SLS figure. It was almost like it was standing in the door, and then it ran off. It was like you actually normally they just disappear, but this one actually moved and then went. So it was quite a funny moment. I've got a thing where we're talking to you, Jack, about it.
See that staircase? So Jack, what we caught when we were in the hallway, and then we were talking to Stuart, weren't we? And as Stuart was talking to us, the figure reappeared, and then the figure actually reappeared right in the centre of the door, and actually almost looked like he turned and went through the door, and we followed. He actually walked into the kitchen.
It was like almost like
Yeah.
I'm off.
But when me and Jamie were talking to the figure, as soon as the figure realised we were talking to it stopped moving, and actually looked like it was hanging, didn't it? And stopped moving really still, and then disappeared. Stuart came back and we were telling him about it, and that's when he reappeared and disappeared down the corridor.
I just realised actually I'm wearing the same top as that night.
You are.
Continuity.
Yeah, we filmed it literally a few hours ago, didn't we? I just realised in that shot. I was quite ill that week because I was just getting over COVID, because we nearly ended up cancelling the whole investigation, but it was a bit unfair just to cancel it because I was ill. Do you remember me text you? I've got COVID. First time I've ever had it.
Thanks for soldiering on.
Yeah, I was clear. Luckily, by that morning, it was coming up clear on the test, and but that night I just felt so like hot flushed. Probably 2 stone heavier.
Yeah, you weren't yourself.
No. Well, I think I said to you in the kitchen area, didn't I, about what's it smell like in here? Because I couldn't smell for about 4 weeks after COVID. Yeah. So anyway, we got another a few other clips as well. Got there was an incident downstairs in that same bedroom. It was a sort of like dining area, wasn't it? You know, the wooden room downstairs, where I kept hearing this rattle. I've got a clip. See what you think of this, Luke.
That should have gone off then when I was walking past.
Yeah, it might be just, I don't know, maybe it's a certain floorboard. That hasn't gone off at all. And you've walked backwards and forwards past that.
It is getting a
We
bit...
won't take it, mate. She comes back.
I'm guessing this is to beef.
What the hell was that?
What?
I had a noise behind me. Did you just fiddle with anything?
I grabbed this.
Do it again how you
Some
did it.
responses on the little REM pod, the beepy thing. It's been
Grabbed onto it.
I just heard
in that
something
room in there, but...
like that.
That's what I actually heard that as well. Like,
Yeah, that was just one of those moments when I think what you could hear Jamie doing is she's gone off to go and get another bit of equipment from our base camp room. That's why she was talking to the Stuart, the caretaker from Norfolk Museums. But yeah, there was that rattle on that. It was like all those doors on that cupboard sort of rattled. I don't know if you had anything similar in that room.
Not particularly in that room. Certainly in other areas we had some strange sounds, almost sounds of footsteps. We had like little shuffling sounds of things moving. And it's an old building, so you'd expect little bits and pieces, but they certainly didn't sound like just creaks and groans or little things like that of an old building. It sounded like something a bit more substantial. So yeah, that really ties in with what we had as well.
And the other thing is, what's your thoughts on the Flux 2, Luke? Do you want to?
Which
do you want
is
to have a little watch? You'll recognise it. So it's that device in the middle, underneath that arched little window.
Are you still here in the room with us? Are there any of the monks here?
Oh, hello. There you go. Yeah, so the Flux 2, I actually thought it went off again on that clip, but it must be another area. It's basically a sort of device where, a little bit like the REM pods and the K2s, and it's got like a left side and a right side sensor, and you can do like a yes and no with it, depending on the sides, I believe. I believe that's. I'm trying to remember how I've been described it, but I would have put a clip up here for the guys at home and to see what it looks like. But we had it go off once more in that same room where I heard the rattle earlier. And it also seemed to be, do you remember, Jack? It was like something was following Lady Jamie out. It sort of went beep as she left as well. Yeah, and I just wondered what you thought of that sort of device and stuff.
Yeah, again, it's something that detects changes in the environment. So if you're getting activity somewhere and you've got something that can detect a change in the environment, it obviously lends credibility to what's happening is something related to something unusual, paranormal. So I think anything like that is a good help when, just adding a little bit more to any activity that happens.
So before we wrap up, because I know you guys are very short on time, I've got something that I've been trying to look at. Perhaps someone at home might know what this is. Yeah, obviously psychologists have various words for certain things, like priming, for instance, is when you prime the audience for something. You'll focus on something and they'll know, oh, hang on, something's going to happen with that. Obviously we know what debunking is, and anything, words like that come from the psychological side of things. I want to find out what this word is. Jack, you're a bit of an experiment here, I'm afraid, mate. That's all right,
nothing new there.
Just watch this clip first.
Did you just make a big sigh?
Did you just sigh?
No.
Did you fucking...
I heard that. What did you just go? That must have been you.
No.
You heard that?
See, so now take a little note. Just notice that little clip. I think it's Jack, you did it subconsciously and didn't realise you'd done it. There must be a word out there. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you know when people say, I took a photo, I don't remember anyone behind that so-and-so in that photo, and there seems to be a person standing there, that sort of thing. Do you know what I mean, Luke, by all this?
Yeah, no, I completely what you mean, and I know what you're getting at here. We've had it loads of times before. It's really interesting.
It happens on dictaphone recordings. I always see people, even when I was working with Paranormal Tours, we had things sent in, well, no one said anything. I'm like, are you sure no one said anything? You sure no one's talking about EastEnders over in the corner or something? But we had the second camera running. So, Jack, unfortunately, I'm about to put you in the red zone. Ready?
That's right, that's all right.
Ready?
I know it's in here for this one. Well, I'm not sure about the other one. Hey. Gotta love it. That was me.
Oh, no.
Did you just sigh? No.
I heard that. What did you just go?
It's so easy done, though.
Yeah, I mean, I've probably done it myself, but I'm just getting to this thing that people, like, especially for the skeptics out there, like myself, I'm a pseudo-skeptic, and you think, no, someone has to have said something, they just don't remember it. But I'm trying to find out what word would describe this situation. So if anyone knows at home, if there's any psychologists, parapsychologists watching, that would be great if you can get in touch and let me know. But do you know what I mean, Luke?
Yeah, completely. And we've had that. Like we usually have multiple cameras running, as you do, for that very reason. You've got a bit more chance of debunking things.
That's why you should always have a second source of audio or video going on any investigation. Right, so that's it. Thanks, Luke, for joining us on this investigation. We have got another one coming up. We won't say where at the moment, but it's being filmed in a few weeks' time. An awesome location. You guys are looking forward to it?
I am.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get back out there again with you guys. Always a good evening whenever we've investigated somewhere.
And so in a few
It's
weeks'
a
time,
fantastic place.
where it
I'll
was.
give you that.
Yeah, it's going to be big. It's going to be. Hopefully, it won't be too cold. But for next week, here's a little sneak peek. Next week, me and Jamie, Lady Jamie, went to Woodbridge Mill in Woodbridge, which is Suffolk way. You're not sure about this one, are you, Luke? You've never been?
No, I've never been. Not one I've heard about before, but funnily enough, this is quite funny. I was in a shop just yesterday after you mentioned this place to me, and it was on the back of the Suffolk 2024
There you go.
calendar.
Did you get straight onto an email? I want to come.
No,
Yeah,
but I will.
it's worth checking out. But here's the trailer. Whoa, hang on, there's two. Did you go?
I heard a voice, like a...
Anyone up there? We've already had something very weird go on, and the camera wasn't running. See what's happening?
No.
Someone's going to be...
No, I heard a voice over there again.
Oh yeah, it's really good. We caught some audio. It's not the best of the series, as Jack knows. This series we've caught possibly a grade A EVP, and it's very controlled. But it's not on this episode.
Oh, wicked! I can't wait to hear that.
It's I'll say it's a lady's voice, and the only lady in the room was Jamie, and she was on camera, and you see her, and
It
she
wasn't
doesn't speak.
Jamie.
And it was so clear. Even now I get chills thinking about it, and I'm like skeptical with things, and there's no way nothing could have contaminated because it was a controlled zone. It was in a locked building. Yeah, but that place, Woodbridge, things start happening before we've even switched on. We heard something upstairs, and then you have to be careful. All I'll say is you have to be careful because of the nearby, across the river, there's like a restaurant. Which is probably a good 100-200 meters away. Yeah. So, but other than that, I'm gonna
have to shoot off.
You guys have been, you guys have been fantastic, and I shall see you guys very soon. Thank you for watching, and see you later, Jack. See you later, Luke. He's gone.
Thank you very much.
Take care, mate.
Hey, take care.
Thanks for having me on.
Everyone, will see you on the next video, which will be coming on very soon. Don't forget that the next one on Tuesday will be the Woodbridge Mill, and then we've got a Halloween special coming up at the end of the month as well, which me and Jack filmed. Actually, Jack, are you still there? It's just fine if Jack's still there.
I know there's a couple of locations that we've done for Halloween. I know there's one coming up, not this weekend, next weekend.
Yeah, the Halloween one this year that's going out, we filmed over 2 nights from last year's Halloween to this year's Halloween. So it's quite a long stretch of time between things happened, and me and Jack got access to a building that no one has been allowed to investigate. So, well, certainly I've been before. I've been once, but you've never been. So, no other teams have been investigating it. So, it's certainly one to watch out for. Anyway, Jack, I shall see you out on the road. Yes, and thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you all on the next video. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.